Hi Taurus, welcome to Tarot Readings by Roxby. I am going to do your weekly love reading and your angel advice oracle card messages for the week of November 6th through the 12th, 2016. My new subscribers, thank you guys so much for taking the time to subscribe to the channel. I say it often, I absolutely love doing this, guys, doing this for you guys. It is my passion. And I feel blessed and thankful that it works. Those of you that have trusted me with your private readings, truly, I thank you guys so much. And, those of you that are already going to let me upload your private readings to my Facebook page, I truly appreciate it. Really, those of you that don't know, I do have a house cleaning service too. I don't do this full time. And uploading to YouTube, and those of you that have been with me since day one have heard me complain about this. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of patience, and especially like a private reading. Like, time is of no worry when I'm doing a private reading. If it takes an hour, it takes an hour. You know, time doesn't matter to me. To upload a reading that long to YouTube, hours, hours. I could upload that long of a reading to my Facebook page, 15 minutes at the longest. I did 2 of them on a Saturday night. They were both up within 20 minutes. I couldn't believe it. 2 45-minute readings. And both of them were up. I think one was close to 50 minutes. But still. And those that did allow me to do that, I threw in a lot of extra cards. Just simply because I want to, and because I can if you let me upload it to the page. So with that being said, those of you that are allowing me, really thank you so much, and I am going to make it up to you big time. And the link to my Facebook page will be below the video. My new subscribers, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, you could absolutely look at your moon, your rising sign, even your Venus sign. You can find that at cafeastrology.com. Literally takes under 30 seconds. And no gender. Private readings, yes. General, no. Man, man, woman, woman. It's whoever it is for you. So I'm going to start with this card. It is the Angel Tarot during Birch and Rally Valentine because it flew out of the deck. So, it is your wish card. It is a card of hope, faith, guidance, inspiration. It's happy times, long-term plans, being on the right path. It's a card of healing. It's your wish card. It's your wishes and your dreams, coming true. It is really one of my most favorite cards in the deck. In relationships, it definitely shows that you are, meant to find it's time to find your soulmate. In career and money, it brings luck. You could be, start to do what really, is your heart's desire, what matters to you most. It's a powerful symbol of hope, this card. But, card of healing if you're sick. Okay, and your second tarot card, also by during Virtue Rally Valentine, is the Knight of Air. Okay, y'all know him better as the Knight of Swords, he or she. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck it says events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. Now in her deck, it is more of a soft touch. You know, in this deck, it is events in your life. Definitely step into high gear. You definitely see a lot of activity this week. Maybe things that you're wishing and hoping for. There's the time to definitely consider choices carefully. I mean, it is a card of stress and truth, no matter what deck it comes from. You know, it can be, you know, an unanticipated situation or conflict, an impulse decision, you know, or he could be your knight in shining armor in this deck, you know, but, you know, as a person, you know, he is, like downright rude, tactless, you know, an ambitious man, determined, driven, you know, strong sense of himself. Now, if it has nothing to do with, you know, someone new coming into your life, you know, with this card, I really, you know, it is a card of, you know, things coming in fast. It could be communication, you know, but it is definitely an influence of, you know, unpredictable times are ahead. You know, for clients, I see it as, you know, an emotional roller coaster ride of you know, highs and lows. Some sudden truths come to light. Underlining conflicts could possibly be exposed. But really, I feel it as, you know, with the star card here, just, you know, definitely you being enlightened, you getting your wish, things, you know, the truth surfacing. Archangel Michael. Wow, nice. I love these cards, and they're very powerful cards too. And this deck is so accurate. Whatever the situation is that you're concerned about, you know, has already been resolved with this card. Um, you know, it's resolved itself with fairness and justice, you know, for you and for others involved. You know, you may not see the solution at the moment, but just trust that it's in place. You know, you're guided, you know, to give your worries, you know, your anxieties, even if you're angered, you know, to Archangel Michael, there's no need to, you know, burden yourself. You know, just let it go and let God be in charge. Definitely any legal matters will be in your favor this week. A new relationship that could be coming in with you with this Knight of Air, which would be Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising that could be coming in to your life and in a relationship this week. Also, you'll get the job that you desire with this card this week. If you're hoping and praying for financial change, that news, that communication is coming in right at the beginning of the week. Being that I'm late, I'm sorry. I do run a house cleaning service too. I do my best, but maybe this already happened for you. Today's Monday. I mean, could have went into work today and that could have happened. I do apologize. I mean, I really try not to be, but it was like the private readings, the monthlies, and the weeklies all at the same time. and I work, but I'm getting there. They'll all be up today. God willing. But it's whatever your wish is this week. It's beautiful. It's beautiful because this is a major arcana card. I'm sorry if I did not mention that. Universe speaking to you strongly through this card, trying to tell you something, promote something, make you aware of something within your life. Make that wish, guys. Loving words from Jesus. Also by Doreen Virtue. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. There's no need to worry this week. Beautiful card. Sorry. John 14:27. If you want to pick up the Bible during the week, read that verse. Beautiful. Messages from your angels. By Doreen Virtue. And you do have Grace and Antoinette. Okay? There's a lot to be said about this card. And being that there's communication here, that's what I'm going to say about this card. It does say at the bottom of the card to help heal the situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. You and this other person, if it's a new relationship, definitely mirror each other, okay? And I'm trying to think about how I want to shorten this. This card is so detailed. Whatever the misunderstanding is, judgment, there's a favorable outcome to whatever the situation is, and this card is clarifying it as well. Whatever the misunderstanding is, whatever the situation is, it's because of judgments about the other person's, motives, their character. And to heal the situation, the judgment needs to be released. Let it go. I said that before with the favorable. The meaning of this card is exactly almost the same meaning as this card with the favorable outcome. It's just, this is more divinely guided. You could be protecting something from your own shadow side onto the other person. This opportunity, you need to see this opportunity for you to, clear away maybe an ego issue simply by affirming that you're willing to release that part of you, that's irritated. Like when I think of you, it's just a card of that, compassion is the key this week. Communication is the key this week. And if that's what you're hoping and wishing for as far as the relationship, whatever the situation is, it's a fair judgment. If you're up for a promotion at work, it's a favorable outcome. If it's like fairness, if you've done good and acted kindly, it's good karma, karma rewards you, the universe rewards you. Like, what kind of an example can I give quickly here? I don't know, say, okay, you're in the, because this has happened to me before, you're in the grocery store, and under the cart you realize that, they didn't charge you for your soda or your water. Now, did you go back in and tell them? Or did you just get in the car and say, the heck with it? It's karma. What you put out there comes back to you. Okay? That's really what it is. And I feel like for most of you, it's all good because the star card would not be here. Dolphins and the mermaids. Okay, so some of my Tauruses are tired, and this card really rests from the mermaids and the dolphins. Clearly says you've been working too hard, take a nap and get some rest. And they mean today with this card. You know, I like to call this card as like a COS day. Call up sick, just take the day. It's needed. That card doesn't usually, that card doesn't come out too often. I think it did for one sign this month. Maybe Scorpio. Yeah, I think it was Scorpio. And you just need to slow down. Be gentle with yourself. Cancel your appointments. Even if it's just part of your day, if you can't take the whole day. But a nap is needed for you this week. Yeah. Used to be like that for me on Sundays. Like, I kind of love Lifetime, but I haven't done that in a long time. But yeah, Sundays are a great day to do that. Really is, especially at this time of the year. You know, now it's colder, it's rainy. Okay, now by messages by the fairies, we have do some research. So you need more information about the situation. Look into it further before proceeding. And I do strongly feel like that is a possibility. Either from someone or someone that you've been waiting to hear from this week. Whether it is a job or a relationship, you know, it's definitely, you know, coming in quickly. You know, with this card, some of you could possibly be thinking about going back to school and learning, you know, taking up a study or a class. You know, none of the other cards really. I mean, if that's your wish, definitely. You know, you could be asking someone to mentor you in a new profession. You know, definitely trust in the synchronicities that are occurring in your life. You know, things that happen over and over, especially in threes. You know, you're definitely trying to make a decision, but you just don't have all the understanding of the situation. You know, maybe this card, you know, because this card and do some research definitely, you know, both of them together, you know, is asking you to definitely spend some time doing research, like taking time for yourself, you know, getting in touch with your feelings, like almost being like the hermit, like taking that time to go deep within, you know, reflection, making sure your decisions and your choices are correct. Okay, these are Magical Times Empowerment cards. These are the front of them. I have been using them in the monthlies. So before I start, I brought them maybe a week. They are powerful cards, and you guys have strength. And it says you have courage, you can endure, find your center, and spiral into your power. So this week, okay? This week you are going to look within and realize that you have all the courage and strength that you need for any situation. You guys are going to stand up for what you believe in, even if it means standing alone. You know, you're going to be kind, true, merciful, generous, most of all, honest with yourself and others. You know, definitely truth coming in. That's a card of stress and truth. But definitely something coming in. you know, you're going to be honest with yourself, others, for, you know, this is what lasts. You're powerful, external being. You're on your journey through forever, and you're not going to be afraid with this card. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. It is. I just love these cards. Okay, your love portion. Whispers of Love. We have, these are by Angela Hartfield. Show simple acts of kindness this week. These cards are so huge, they barely fit in the iPad. So sorry. But at the bottom of the card, it does say, a simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. So, you know, one of the most amazing aspects of being loving is that love also supports us. It is good to remember that, you know, when we are kind to others, we look for more opportunities to show kindness. When others are kind to us, in return, we are motivated to pass that kindness on. You know, maybe this week, take a moment to show kindness. You know, bring more love into the world. You know, smile and the world smiles back at you. Karma. You know, it's what you put out there is what you attract in. I'm telling you, I truly, I know it, and it's true. I mean, if you walk around being negative, and I'm not, you know, I mean, it's easy to be that way, especially when day after day, year after year, things just are crappy. It's easy to be like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to get this job. That person's not going to contact me. He's not going to pick me. Whatever it is. Just, I guess all I'm saying is, I have been there. Believe me. I'm not judging. I have been there. I'm just, you know, suggesting. Just try it. I will. I am. This will happen. It is hard to do that, I'm not going to lie. It's extremely hard to think positive all the time. You know, negativity out, positivity in. Just keep saying it to yourself. It does take a lot of practice, but it works. Okay, I'm babbling here. Okay. Wow. Soulmate. Everybody, single, in a relationship, show acts of kindness this week that really show that you feel that this person is your soulmate, if that's the way you feel, because this person is your soulmate. And it's got to be this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Or the energy of him. You know, this person could be rough. You know, he's... Let's see what the rest of them say. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Singles, definitely. New beginnings. It's a favorable outcome. Communication. You know, maybe I feel like, too, maybe some of you guys are already going through this new relationship that is, you know, fast-paced, highs and lows, and, you know, possibly what's making you exhausting, tired. Whatever it is, though, you guys are definitely on the right path. And you're finding the strength to keep up with it all. And which is true, you know, when you are motivated, I mean, yeah, I'm working 7 days a week, constantly, nonstop, between my cleaning service and doing this. You know, getting the monthlies out, the weeklies out, the morning oracle cards. But I love it. I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have choices to make, too. There's a couple of house cleaning jobs that I really would love to give up just for some time and extra time for this. Because this really is my passion. I guess I never in my wildest dreams thought that YouTube would take off the way it has for me. And I thank you guys so much for that. You know, but on the other side of it, it would just break my heart. Most of my clientele, at least 5 of them, there is 5 of them, they're in their 80s, their 90s. How do I leave them? They need me now more than ever. You know, I know how it is to make hard choices, hard decisions. And you know, I just feel like you guys are just not going to do that. You're just going to keep going. For as tired as you are, you know, you're just probably going like a psycho, like me. I'm an earth sign too. You know, I'm a Virgo and a Capricorn. I know. Believe me. You know, we're grounded. We're solid. We're stable. And we don't stop until the job is done. We just don't. We don't. And you know, Virgos, I mean, if you guys have, some of you guys probably have Virgo, Moon, Rising, Venus in your charts. And make some of you, I'm a Virgo straight up, both, only Capricorn in my Moon, but I am a big time perfectionist. I don't like to be behind. And you guys probably are the same way. Most earth signs are. Virgos are definitely more psycho about it. Psycho. I don't even know why I'm using that word today, but it's a beautiful reading, Taurus. I love it. And your soulmate is definitely, I feel, around you guys. Or if not, he's coming in if he hasn't already. Fast. If you've been waiting to hear from somebody, it's coming. As far as your love life, job, career, it's coming. There's definitely potential there. But you have options this week. Some of you could be exhausted from just putting in your resumes, really. But the situation is favorable. And God and your angels are supporting you. It's beautiful. All right, Taurus, I hope this reading helps you guys out for the week. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, a blessed day. I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to view the video. I will see you guys back here for the morning oracle cards. Bye-bye.